Greetings, weather wizards and tornado enthusiasts. Welcome to Tornado Extreme, your go-to channel for all things tornado. Here, we unravel the mysteries of the world's most formidable weather phenomena, from their formation to their destructive power. Today, we're taking a whirlwind tour of a key tool in understanding these powerful forces of nature, the Fujita Scale. So, strap yourselves in because we're about to dive headfirst into the world of tornadoes and their measurement. Dive in as we whirl into the world of tornadoes and their measurement. Ever wondered how the strength of a tornado is measured? Enter the Fujita Scale. Now, you might be thinking, what is the Fujita Scale? Well, it's a scale used to measure the intensity of tornadoes, designed to give us a better understanding of these powerful forces of nature. The Fujita Scale, often shortened to F-scale, is named after its creator, Dr. Tetsuya Fujita. Dr. Fujita was a prominent severe storms researcher who spent a significant part of his career studying tornadoes and their destructive power. He realized that there was a need for a system to categorize these storms based on their intensity and the damage they inflict. Thus, the Fujita Scale was born. The Fujita Scale ranges from F0, representing very light damage, to F5, signifying incredible devastation. Imagine a tornado so powerful it can rip houses from their foundations, hurl cars like toys, and decimate entire communities. That's an F5. On the other hand, an F0 tornado might knock over a few garden chairs or tree branches, but it's generally not going to cause significant damage. But it's not just about the damage. The Fujita Scale also relates to the wind speeds within the tornado. An F0 tornado has wind speeds of up to 72 miles per hour, while an F5 tornado can have wind speeds of over 300 miles per hour. That's faster than the top speed of a Formula One race car. What's remarkable about the Fujita Scale is that it allows meteorologists to estimate the potential damage a tornado can cause even before it touches down. This helps in issuing timely warnings and taking necessary precautions to protect lives and property. So the next time you hear a weather report mentioning an F2 or F3 tornado, you'll know exactly what they're talking about. Thanks to Dr. Fujita and his revolutionary scale, we can quantify the unquantifiable and predict the unpredictable. With the Fujita Scale, we have a tool to gauge the might of these swirling storms. Now, let's break down the Fujita Scale. It's not as complex as it sounds. The Fujita Scale, named after its creator, Dr. Tetsuya Fujita, classifies tornadoes into 6 categories, from F0, the most benign, to F5, the most destructive. Starting with F0, this is your garden variety tornado, the one you might see in a distant field and think, that's neat. Winds here range from 40 to 72 miles per hour, capable of peeling shingles off a roof or toppling a few shallow-rooted trees. Next up is F1. Winds reach between 73 to 112 miles per hour. This is when mobile homes start to shake, cars are pushed off roads, and significant roof damage can occur. We then move to F2. These tornadoes, with wind speeds of 113 to 157 miles per hour, can rip roofs clean off houses, overturn trains, and snap large trees like twigs. F3 tornadoes are where things get serious. With winds between 158 and 206 miles per hour, these can lift cars into the air, tear the walls off well-constructed houses, and turn forests into kindling. The F4 category is terrifying. With winds reaching between 207 to 260 miles per hour, these tornadoes level well-built houses, hurl cars like toys, and turn debris into deadly projectiles. Lastly, we have F5, the top of the Fujita Scale. The winds here exceed 261 miles per hour. This is the stuff of nightmares, capable of sweeping houses off their foundations, stripping bark off trees, and reshaping the landscape entirely. So, you see, the Fujita Scale is a measure of destruction, a way to categorize the terrifying power of tornadoes. It's not just about wind speed. It's about what those winds can do, how they can change our world in an instant. So, from light damage to incredible devastation, the Fujita Scale covers it all. How does the Fujita Scale come into play in real-life situations? Though it might seem like the Fujita Scale is just a tool for scientists, it has deep-rooted applications in our everyday lives. This scale is not just about measuring wind speed, it's a vital part of disaster preparedness and response. Let's start with meteorologists. They use the Fujita Scale to estimate the potential damage a tornado could cause. By looking at the wind speed, they can provide warnings to communities, helping them prepare for the incoming storm. This information can be the difference between life and death in some cases. Then there's the role of disaster management teams. After a tornado has struck, these teams use the Fujita Scale to assess the damage. They look at the structures affected, compare the damage to the Fujita Scale, and can then make an estimate of the wind speed of the tornado. This post-disaster analysis helps to understand the severity of the tornado and assists in planning the recovery and rebuilding efforts. And let's not forget city planners and architects. They also use the Fujita Scale as a reference when designing buildings and infrastructure in tornado-prone areas. They aim to make structures that can withstand the forces of a certain level on the Fujita Scale, thereby enhancing community safety and resilience. The Fujita Scale isn't just a tool for scientists, it's critical for community safety and resilience. That's why understanding this scale is important for all of us. That's the Fujita Scale for you folks. A simple, yet powerful tool in understanding tornadoes. It's more than just a measure of wind speed. It's a comprehensive system that helps us gauge the potential destructiveness of these mighty forces of nature. From the humble F0, where damage is light, to the fearsome F5, where devastation is total, the Fujita Scale is instrumental in understanding the gravity of tornadoes. Remember, knowledge is power. The more we understand about tornadoes, their behavior, and their impact, the better prepared we can be. The Fujita Scale is a fundamental part of this understanding. It's not just for meteorologists or weather enthusiasts, but for everyone. Thank you for joining Tornado Extreme today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and visit tornadoextreme.com. Keep chasing those storms safely, of course, and stay tuned for more exciting tornado content.